Well, welcome back. This is the Love Cape Ann Report, August edition. Time is flying by. And I'm Ken Reel, CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce. And with me today are, who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Sapienza?
Yeah, Tony Sapienza, president of the Chamber's Board of Directors and one of the co-owners of the Blue Shutters Beachside Inn on Good Harbor Beach.
Hi, and I'm Caitlin Pizzeni of Cape Ann Lanes, and I'm also on the board of directors of the Chamber.
Awesome, awesome. And Caitlin, you are going to be our 100th board president in 2022. And that is very exciting. And we are thrilled, we're thrilled to have you be in a position to do that. Now you're on our executive committee, you're kind of getting a feel for things as to how we run the organization on the inside, and you are going to be terrific. So we just need to get through this little pandemic, and then we're going to have a fantastic year. So we are looking forward to that, and thanks for joining us today on this session. Let's take a quick look back. You know, our events have been severely altered. The Chamber is known for its events, and July and August are big months for us, but we've been adapting just like everybody else. So the block parties were the first thing, you know, off the bat for us, and instead of doing the first block party, we did something called Shop, Stroll, and Dine. We're looking to bring people to Main Street. We're looking to help out Main Street businesses, but we have to do it in a safe way. So it's very low key, and some of the retailers did pretty well. And we're looking to improve that. We're still planning the next two. In fact, we're going for approval next week for the one in the middle of August, and then the last one will be on what was Schooner Festival weekend, of course, canceled this year, but it will be on that Saturday. I think it's September 5th. And the other big event that didn't happen yet, but we postponed it, is our auction. That's our big fundraiser. And usually the last few years we've done that at the Beauport Hotel, and it's obvious, you know, we're not getting anybody together in a big venue anytime soon, so we're going to go virtual with that, and we're going to do that in the November time frame. So we're kind of looking at different ways we can do that right now, and that's going to be an exciting event for a whole bunch of different reasons. So stay tuned on the auction. That will happen later this year. We'll have some wonderful donations again, and an opportunity to help us with our mission.
Yeah, and I think that's important. I mean, these events, whether they're virtual or in person, I think we see it's a way to bring the community together, and it's great that the Chamber is finding ways to do that. I know the Shop, Stroll, and Dine, you know, there weren't the big crowds that we've had for block parties in the past, and that's probably a very good thing. But the people who were there had big smiles on their faces, were having a good time. The restaurants with a good energy, even had some kind of meandering entertainment in the streets and things like that. It was good. I think people are anxious to get out and enjoy themselves, and it's great that the Chamber is actually helping to make that happen.
And Tony, just to clarify, we didn't see those smiles because they were all behind masks.
Yeah, that's true.
But we know that they were smiling. We could tell by the eyes. You can tell if someone's smiling by the eyes. We're getting very attuned to that.
Tyra Banks called it smizing. Smiling with your eyes.
That's right. That's exactly right. So that was good. You know, we had a good July, relatively speaking, and we have a very, very big announcement and highlight in August. Mr. President, would you like to share that with our audience?
Yeah, well, we've talked about this over the past couple of months. We've been working on the new Chamber headquarters on Harbor Loop in Gloucester, and in August, I think August 17th is our kind of soft launch. We're going to be opening the office. Caitlin and I and other members of the board had a chance to see it earlier today, and still some final finishing touches to be done, but it is going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be something that the entire community is going to be proud of, not just the Chamber of Commerce, and we're very proud of it, but I think this is going to be a great thing for the entire community. Anxious to show it off in good time, and in August we'll have an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it is going to be amazing. The whole visitor center is beautiful with some big monitors for beautiful displays of imagery and video, and and wonderful. We'll have artwork there representative of the 4 communities. Our collaboration center will be really state of the art and beautifully done, and a community resource. You know, we want our members and the community to schedule time in that room. It's really meant to be used by the community. And right there on Rogers Street, we are a drive-by. You know, we're going to get a lot of visitors into that center, and that's very exciting. And the staff offices are nicely appointed, and it's going to be a very nice place to work from. So we cannot wait. Especially, we've been virtual since March, and we can't wait to get back into some kind of office environment. So that's going to be good.
Well, it's amazing that the chamber has accomplished all its accomplishment. You and the team deserve a lot of credit for what you've done over these past couple of months, and keeping the community informed and answering those questions, and keeping us engaged and connected without kind of having that office to work out of and stuff. You've done a great job. So you can only imagine when that office opens up, we're able to kind of roll up our sleeves again. It's going to be fantastic. And at that point, in the location of the office in the visitor center, you're right, Michigan. I mean, there's not a person who comes to Cape Ann who doesn't at some point travel on Rogers Street right past that spot. So I think it's going to be, people are going to be very, very happy when they see how accessible it is and how wonderful it is, you know, for the community itself.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely, Tony. Thank you. We just came off of a big fundraiser for the education portion of our mission. It's a golf tournament that we do at Bass Rocks every year, and just like all of our other events, we had postponed it from May to this past Monday in July, and it was a hot day. I was on the course all day working the event, and but it was amazing. We had 122 golfers. We had a record number of golfers, tremendous support, a lot of fun, and such a great way to raise some funds to support all the work that we do with our local schools. You know, we have a business education collaborative. We meet monthly with our schools and with supporting nonprofits, including Action, Wellspring, Project Adventure, Schooner Adventure, GMGI. There are a lot of people in that room, and our goal is to tie the business community in with our schools to the benefit of our students. And the funds from this past event help support that, and things like the Career and College Fair that we do every year as well. So I was really pleased to see that go off as well as it did. And now we move on to planning our next events. We've got one coming up the end of this month, Festival by the Sea. We've postponed to the end of August. And we're going to do that differently. It's not going to be a big artisan event. It's going to be a downtown sidewalk kind of sale event. So again, lower key, and really to help out the local retailers. We are trying to help out our small businesses and encourage our local community to shop local. What about from your perspective, Tony, and how do you see things going in phase 3 and kind of the tourism industry?
Yeah, you know, the tourism community has really kind of come together around COVID, you know, as far back as March, when we were trying to come, working with each other, just try to share information and try to understand just how we can weather through this. And we did a great job in the early days of kind of sharing ideas of how to stay involved and engage with our customers online and something, things of that sort. And as we got closer to phase 2, when accommodations can open and a lot of the businesses could start welcoming visitors, again, a lot of great sharing of information. June was a month that was really kind of, we were tentative. We're just kind of moving through it slowly, trying to, get our feet on solid ground and try to understand what the season was going to look like. For personally, from the people I've talked to, so Blue Shutters and some of the other sort of members of the tourism community, July's been a home run. At one point the beaches got a little crowded, and the city of Gloucester did the right thing and sort of bring back the reins a little bit in the past couple of weeks. So I'm right now looking out at Good Harbor Beach, and this day and the past couple of days and even the past weekend, it was much more manageable than it was in the early stages. So, like everything, it's taken us a little bit of work to kind of manage through this. But I can tell you from a tourism standpoint, we're making the best of it. I can tell you one thing, I've been sharing this information to everybody I can. We're seeing a lot of new faces. People who are coming to Cape Ann for the first time, because they don't want to travel to California or to Florida or to other states. And these are people I'm certain are going to be back again and again. So that's the one silver lining of this COVID-19 situation is we're going to be introducing Cape Ann to some new faces.
Thanks, Tony. Caitlin, what's going on at the lanes? How you doing?
Yeah, so we were able to open in phase 3. Bowling was allowed to open July 6th. We took our time trying to figure out how the best way to open would be. Luckily, we're part of a national bowling organization, and so they were super proactive about safe ways to do everything. I was, like Tony, on the city subcommittee for the tourism reopening task force. And so, try to stay in the loop, make sure that we have everything that we need to open, make sure our community and our team is safe. So we were able to open July 15th. We have a little bit more limited hours. We're open Monday through Friday, 3 to 9 p.m. and Saturday 11 to 9 and Sunday 11 to 8. We do have a limited capacity based on state regulations, and our arcade is unfortunately not allowed to open until phase 4, which makes it a little difficult. But at least we have bowling and we have our kitchen up and running. So we do have food and beverage and bowling, and it's a great time to come. You can probably hear in the background, we have a couple groups in right now enjoying our air conditioning and cold beverages and having fun with their family. We have a really great ability to be able to sanitize each group and every surface. So we always did that anyway. Because we are a winter business, so we were used to doing it for flu season anyways. We probably sanitized more than any other business in Cape Ann before this started. So it was kind of an easy transition for us in that aspect. But we have had all of our teams in 2 different special COVID precaution courses, and it's been pretty smooth so far. So we've been open for 2 weeks now. We recommend making reservations, which we can do online and with phone, but we're really lucky to see a lot of our regulars coming back. We actually were able to finish up a couple of our leagues and shifts, so we're working on getting the rest of those in because COVID shut us down right at the end of the league season, which is a big deal. Playoffs, huge. So we're working on getting that going, and big news is that my husband Nick is actually brewing beer right now, so our brewery is moving forward. He brewed yesterday, he's brewing today, so within the next couple of weeks, we will have house brewed beer on tap, and we actually will have outdoor seating. So we are in the process of setting up a big beer garden, if you will. We'll have outside, right outside the pub. We watched 13 tables, 11 tables and 2 high tops. We have a huge space with lots of open air seating, and it's going to be really nice. So we're excited to get that up and running. We just have to make some final touches and get our final inspection. So stay tuned. Middle of August, we should have that up and running, if not sooner. And we're excited to be able to offer our community safe ways to have some fun and get out of the house, because it's been a long 6 months, or 4 months for everybody else, and 6 months for me because I had a baby in January. So.
And I had a chance.
I've been in the house for a while.
I had a chance to meet little Ava today, and she is beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
happy for you and Nick. So how about the lanes themselves? Are you actually using every single lane, or are you?
That's a great question, Ken. So we, on even days, we use even lanes, and on odd days, we use odd lanes. So we're spacing them out. Our tables are actually 6 feet apart anyways, but we are taking that extra precaution. We sanitize the balls in between each group. So you only are touching those, and every surface, the keyboard, chairs, tables, we have a sanitation protocol in place. So you know that you can come in and it is clean and ready to go. We have a slogan we've been using: safe, sanitized, and ready to roll. Cool,
love it. So people should feel very safe in going to lanes and enjoying themselves.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that, Caitlin.
Absolutely.
And I think we've lost Tony.
Oh, no.
At least I don't see him anymore. This is a sign of the times. So
yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm surprised I haven't been handed a baby yet, so.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Caitlin. And we will be back a month from now, and we'll do a little recap of this month and look forward into September. Thanks so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me.